Guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
He had it coming.
He did! Fuck that asshole. Fuck that guy hard. Not like that. Actually, maybe like that with a rusty spork up his ass, but I hate this guy. I hate Dio. Fuck Dio. Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. And this might be the last reward because it's either this episode or another one where we're gonna get the final episode. I am not sure if we're gonna have a final puzzle like we did in 999 because we just finished the Q room, but we're gonna find out here. I'm really excited for the ending. In case you hadn't noticed. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what's going on. We're about to leave the queue room when Phi's like, huh? So let's see what Phi has discovered. Oh, also, best not to forget, in our archive, we did not look at the last two secrets. The reason we didn't was to have it be a mystery when we actually got to them. I will have to remind myself to go back and actually take a look at them, like, after the game is over. Okay. Huh?
It opened.
We should get back to the Flore warehouse then.
Oh, good plan, Ten. Hey, wait. Did you guys hear something? I heard something. It sounded like the hologram thing coming up.
What?
That. You didn't hear it? It came from over there. It sounded like something turning on. See, I told you. This screen wasn't on before. And this is the password that we needed before, but I'm guessing this is going to be Akane's password now.
You're right. Guess it was set to turn on when we opened the door.
It looks like an authentication screen. I think we need to put in an ID and a password.
Yeah, but what?
That was when I noticed the illustration. The lion is eating the sun. The lion is eating the sun. The lion is eating the Memento Mori. Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Yeah, that symbol was freaking everywhere, man. Oh, I almost didn't even notice it when I was in the bio garden. So wait, like, every single room had that in it? Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, of course. This was the real ninth lion. But if that was the case, Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death. Yep, and I know what it's gonna be this time. I screwed up before thinking that this password was the password for like the lion with the two heads, but it's the lion with one head. And then the password is, and this proves it's Akane, Jumpy Doll. Yeah, accepted. Alrighty. What have we found?
Sigma, look!
What happened? Oh. Hello. Who are you? You're
Akane.
I knew it! Oh, called it!
Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a very long time.
Oh, wow. He walked toward her. Slowly, carefully, almost as if he was afraid of scaring her away, he reached out.
She's a hologram.
Tenmyouji squeezed his eyes shut. Oh! Oh, Tenten! Junpei, no! Oh, I'm so sad, because I'm not sure if Akane can be alive in this timeline because Dio has the bracelet. Does that mean Dio got the bracelet somewhere else, or like what's the deal? Or is she actually dead in this timeline and the body was just disposed of? I don't know.
Akane.
He closed his hand around empty air and let it fall to his side. There was a moment of sad silence, and then she began to speak.
I see you finally arrived. I've been waiting for you. Well, I suppose that's slightly inaccurate.
Oh, really?
What you see now is a holographic message I recorded before you came here. Unfortunately, this means I will not be able to answer your questions. At least not directly. I hope you will understand. Now, where to begin? You probably have a great many questions.
Oh, yeah. Like a shit ton.
What day is it? Where are we? Who is Zero? And what does he have to do with Akane Kurashiki? But I imagine there is one question that rises above all the others. Why were we brought here?
Yes. And I know it's for the AB project, but I still don't know what the AB project is.
The answer to that is simple. Everything that has happened here is part of our plan. All of this was required for the success of the AB project. I assume you heard the name by now, at least. In any event, you were all needed in order to execute our plan. The Nonary Game was necessary for the same reason. Your question now, I imagine, is just what is this AB project?
Oh yes, that is exactly the question I have.
The answer to that is also simple.
Oh, is it now? Is this gonna blow my mind? Guys, am I in for a mind fuck here? Well, let's find out.
Allow me to explain.
Please do.
We created the AB project for one purpose, to transport the consciousnesses of two people into the past. Those two people are you, Sigma, and you, Phi.
What? Wait, hold on. The entire purpose of this Nonary game is to transport Sigma and Phi to the past? Now that, okay, to you guys, that must be like kind of like what? But to me, that makes sense. Because in Zero Time Dilemma, they are there because, like, I knew that they were there because they got sent from the future into the past to help, like, to try and, like, prevent Radical 6. But I didn't, like, I thought they were, like, secret agents or something. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they're just regular people who are involved with this because Akane and Zero wanted them to be. I'm not really certain. But we're gonna get our answers here in just a little bit. What do you mean, the past? The moment the words were out of my mouth, I realized no one there could answer that question. Not Phi, not Tenten, and certainly not a pre-recorded hologram.
Have you figured out what this room is? I assume you saw the Q on the door. It stands for quantum. That makes this the quantum room.
Ah, and that makes sense. Because all the puzzles that we've been solving in these rooms are from different timelines that we have not visited. So I have knowledge of all the other timelines, which is why I was able to solve all these puzzles. That makes sense. It took me a moment to realize she'd changed subjects without even pausing. There was nothing we could do, of course, but I still felt a twinge of frustration.
Take a look at the rear of the room. Do you see that large enclosure? That houses our quantum computer. The systems that control this entire facility run on that machine.
That's where Zero the Third and Luna are stored.
That includes the construct you refer to as Zero Jr., as well as the golems. All of them do their thing contrary to how we perceive the world, the body. The thing that you see and interact with is somewhere else.
Again, this is going into the collective consciousness theory.
But the mind and all its thoughts are in this box. Perhaps it isn't so strange, though. Perhaps humans are the same, with our minds and thoughts existing separate from our bodies. Our core is in our head, of course. We all have individual brains, think individual thoughts, and act according to individual wills. That makes communication difficult, though. So, we're forced to rely on inefficient mediums, like language, photographs, non-verbal cues, etc., to transmit information.
That's really interesting, because we're kind of going back to the collective consciousness theory. I mean, like, we're not, like, not kind of, we are, because... I'm sorry, I got quiet there for a second because I was thinking about it. Wow, it's just interesting to think that, like, everything that we see is not actually in front of us. We're looking at it through our bodies as, like, a monitor, or like a camera of sorts. But, I mean, like, that's essentially the theory of the collective consciousness, or at least presented in this game, anyway.
Each one of us is an individual, and we have no direct connection to anyone else. But is that really true? In the dimensions we are most familiar with, yes, it is. If we look at things from another higher dimension, however, we may all be connected after all, like the branches of a tree or a rhizome.
Rhizome? That was one of the things in the opening little sequence. It talked about rhizomes. Huh.
Imagine a horizontal cross-section of the root system of a large tree. All you can see are the spots where the roots intersect the plane of your cross-section. In the 2 dimensions you see, the roots all appear to be individual things with no connection to one another. But this isn't the case. If you expand your view and look at the root
wow.
system in 3 dimensions instead of only 2, you see the truth.
Now, that is actually really interesting, because that is that rainbow-colored root that we were messing with earlier. You know, the one that severely pissed me off because math.
All the roots join together at the trunk. In 2 dimensions, they appear to be separate. But if you look at the roots from a 3rd higher dimension,
Oh.
you see things that might appear to be separate from one another in 3 dimensions could be connected to one another if you look at them in 4 dimensions. Doesn't that at least seem like it could be a possibility?
Yeah, you are definitely a Kane, because, yeah, that level of, like, intrigue and intelligence is definitely her.
I believe that is how human consciousness actually works. Well, I'm not the only one, I suppose. Zero and I share that belief.
Morphogenetic field theory.
1010 mumbled something that sounded like nonsense. I opened my mouth to ask him what it meant, but Akane was already talking again.
Now, when I talk about a 4th dimension, I'm referring to the 4th dimension used in Minkowski space-time.
Huh.
Let's start with a single dimension, where all that exists is a point. Connect points to one another, and you have a line. In 1 dimension, the only surface you can create is that, a line. But move to 2 dimensions and create more lines, and you can create shapes.
Oh.
These are 2-dimensional surfaces. Move up to 3 dimensions, and you can connect these shapes to one another and form 3-dimensional objects. Now you have a 3-dimensional surface, which encompasses a volume of space. Connect 3-dimensional objects to one another, and you dimensional object, which encompasses a volume of both space and time.
Okay, this is a lot of science stuff that, it simultaneously is and isn't above my head. Because, like, I get the concept she's going with. It's just really hard for me to put into layman's terms for anyone. I will do my best, though. Essentially what she's saying is, of course, like, you know, we have, like, the one dimension, the two-dimensional, three-dimensional, which is what we live in, and now a fourth-dimensional space where we are connected to other third-dimensional spaces, therefore we are the fourth dimension. Just like, we don't know it. At least that's what I believe that they're trying to get at.
It is on that fourth dimensional axis that our minds are connected. If that was true, then what would prevent anyone from sending their consciousness backward or forward in time? That theory is the foundation of the AB project.
Okay, so essentially they are trying to prove that the fourth dimension exists using the AB project, which actually would make sense, and oh my god, if that is what they're trying to prove, one, they're trying to prove it, two, they're trying to use it for something. My guess is, and like, you know, like, also I played Zero Time Dilemma, so I already have this information. They're trying to send certain people back in time to stop Radical 6 from spreading. More than likely, they're choosing people who in the past would have played, like, you know, would have been involved with, like, the project on, like, the Mars, you know, like the fake Mars mission in the desert. The reason for that is because in this timeline, they kidnap people that in a different timeline, Sigma and Phi, played, what's called, you know, basically the Nonary game of Zero Time Dilemma, which isn't actually a Nonary game, it's something completely different, which is going to be very interesting for you guys to see. Anyway, let's keep going.
The A represents after, and the B represents before.
After and before.
It probably sounds silly to you.
A little bit.
A ridiculous story made up by a bad old woman. But look at what's happened to you. You've seen many different worlds and timelines, haven't you, Sigma? And what about you, Phi? I know you have too. Am I wrong? Tenmyoji should know what I'm talking about as well. I believe you experienced something very similar nearly half a century ago.
Wow. So the first Nonary game happened 50 years ago, so we are 49 years in the future from the day we got grabbed. Holy crap!
You sent your consciousness to the past to help save a little girl's life. It was a long time ago, but perhaps you still remember.
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, the way he's talking! He changed the way he's talking! It sounds more like Junpei now!
How can I forget? That little girl was you, Akane.
Suddenly, it felt like Phi and I were outsiders, trespassing on something we had no right to see. Tenmyoji's face was taut with emotion as he looked into Akane's eyes. It seemed like she was looking back at him.
Now, unfortunately, my time is up. The final stage of the project will begin very soon. I need to go prepare. The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story.
Does that mean she's alive? Oh god, please let that mean she's alive!
So come and find me. I'll be waiting. One last thing. The cat in the box.
Yeah, you were the cat in the box the first time.
Is it alive or is it dead?
I don't know, kinda like you, it's hard to tell.
Sigma, Phi, you will decide its fate. Goodbye.
Wait! Akane, wait!
Oh, Tenmyoji, I can almost see you. You don't need to worry. Everything is going
Is it? Is it really Akane? I'm not so sure.
I will see you again one day. I promise.
In Zero Time Dilemma, yes! Oh, even though it's in the past! Oh, that's so beautiful!
But I'm going to have to ask you to wait just a little longer.
Oh.
Wait. Akane!
And then she was gone. Oh, Ten-Ten! Ten-Ten collapsed to his knees, his back hunched and shaking. I saw tears land on the white-knuckled fists he pressed into his thighs. I kept quiet. What was there to say? Fi and I looked at one another and nodded silently. With a shaky hand, Tenmyoji pulled a photo out of his pocket. It was a picture of a girl. After all that he'd been through, her smile was enough to break your heart. We made our way to the warehouse on floor A and met up with the others. It took only a few minutes to decide to head to the infirmary. As soon as we arrived, we began to treat Alice and Quark for Radical 6. I gave Luna the Excelsior I'd found in the Q room. She quickly prepared it and... there's both of them. Injected Alice and Quark.
Thank goodness. It will take some time for them to recover completely, but they should be fine. Good.
Indeed.
Thank you, Luna.
Yes, thanks.
And thanks for finding the medicine, you guys.
Hey, no worries about that. I am badass in every way possible.
Thank you so much.
Hey, I love Alice too. Alice is all ice if I'm still not sure if she's actually all ice anymore. She seems to have like a past and everything, so I don't really know anymore. Don't sweat it.
No need to thank us.
Tenmyoji said nothing, just walked over to Quark's unconscious body. He took the small boy's hand in his own and held it tight. I could see tears at the corners of his eyes as he turned away from us. Where is Assface? I mean, I'm sure he's unconscious, but still. Suddenly I remembered. Assface. Where had he gone? It didn't take me long to find him. Yeah! I called it. I said that they were gonna, like, handcuff him to the sink or something. Yeah! Fuck you, Assface. He was sprawled, unconscious on the floor beneath the sink. Handcuffs?
Oh, we found those in the crew quarters. Before you returned, we went to check on the bomb in room 2, and we found them there. Of course, the bomb was indeed turned off. Thank you again for dealing with it.
Hey, no problem, Robot Gandhi.
You are quite literally lifesavers.
Oh, I am not a tiny little thing that you eat because it is, adorably well named.
You have my eternal gratitude.
Hey, you are welcome, Robot Gandhi. Or should I say other me, or clone of me? I don't really know. I don't know what the case is with him yet. I coughed awkwardly and looked pointedly around the room. I glanced over at Fi to see she was doing the same. After that, we headed back to Flore Warehouse to play the AB game. Specifically, me, Fi, Kay, and Luna. Clover and Ten-Ten decided to remain in the infirmary just in case something just in case something happened with Underboob, Quark, and Assface. Best Girl would represent Clover's team. With Quark and Assface sleeping, Kay would represent their team by default, which left me, Fi, and Ten-Ten. You should vote.
No, I'll let you handle it. I chose Betray in the last round. You probably don't trust me right now.
What? That doesn't matter now.
Excuse me, I apologize for interrupting, but I think you should be the one to vote in the next round fight.
Why?
You already have 9 BP. There's no reason for you to choose Betray now, you see?
Hey, you're acting like I might actually try and betray her.
Not necessarily.
What does it matter what he's suggesting? We're almost there. We just have to play the AB game 3 more times. Then we can all get 9 points. But that means each representative has to choose ally all 3 times.
And I don't know if there's a choice to be made here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 more times. 5 rounds.
Okay, I'll vote. You sure you're alright with this, Sigma?
Yeah. I trust you. I handed her the star key.
Shall we open the doors?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 40.
Oh, right. We have to wait for the deadline.
Oh, well, we could vote earlier, but then each voter would be stuck inside the AB room for 45 minutes.
Huh.
Okay, let's go back to the infirmary then.
I agree. Please, lead the way.
Luna and Kay set off toward the yellow door. I was about to follow when...
Hold on. I just remembered something.
Yes?
The AB room on the left, in one of the other histories, she...
Oh, yeah. You're right. Akane's body wasn't in there. What does this mean? Why didn't we find her body this time?
Maybe because she wasn't murdered.
But how? When did history change?
Do you remember what Akane said?
The cat in the box. Is it alive or is it dead?
She was quite literally referring to herself! Oh, because she was referring to herself from the first game, but she's also referring to this now, because we have to choose if Akane is dead or alive. Oh my god! Because she is still the cat, even in this scenario.
Sigma. Fine. You will decide its fate.
Then Schrodinger's cat thing.
Exactly.
I wonder what she meant about us deciding its fate.
Perhaps she was saying her own fate wasn't decided yet. The history where she's alive and the history where she's murdered are both real right now.
It's true. What? No, that's impossible. Oh, sorry. What? No, that's impossible. We've already opened the box. We opened the door to the AB room and there was no body.
No, we haven't opened the box. We haven't found a body. But we haven't found her alive yet either. In other words, we haven't actually observed her.
Oh.
The hologram was a recording from before this game started.
The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story. So come and find me. I'll be waiting.
Where was Akane now? Was she waiting for us? Where was she waiting for us? Or what if it wasn't anywhere now? What if she was waiting for us in another timeline? Or what if she was waiting for us in the past? Was that even possible? If she was, what would that mean? Wait, what? What do you mean to be continued? What else is there? A new destination has been added to the flowchart. Well, shit. Alrighty, we're gonna have to go to this new destination. Where is it? It's Oh, I was starting to think it was gonna be before the game started. Okay, I just wanna go down here. Yeah, so this wasn't where the ending is. The ending is up here. elevator! AB room, the past. Before the game started! Hmm? Oh, ow, 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 ow. Damn it. Feels like my head's going to explode. Wait. Where the hell am I? Looks like an elevator, but we have to get out first. I get it. We have to get out first, and we have to stop Assface. Yes! We can do this! We can win! Looks like an elevator, but...
No, this is one of the AB rooms.
God, who the hell are you? And what the hell's an AB room?
Damn, I guess you did lose your memory after all.
Memory? Memory. I remember! You're Fi! She grinned. When is this?
Check your bracelet.
It's a red pair. My BP is 3.
Mine's the same.
Does this mean this is the beginning of the game? We've gone back to when we first woke up in the AB room?
No, I think we woke up a little earlier this time.
How do you know?
Push the buttons on the side of your bracelet.
2 hours. 15 minutes.
We didn't wake up this long before the primary doors opened last time. I think we're about an hour early.
Wait a minute. If you're right...
Yeah, Akane might still be alive. We got back before Dio killed her.
Yeah! I knew
I
it!
think.
Then...
Right. We're here for one reason.
to save Akane! Oh my god! This is... I'm not kidding you. This is just like 999! I am here to save Akane! I am here to save Best Girl again! Fuck the hell yes! We're here to stop her from getting killed.
Exactly.
Let's move. We need to get out of here first.
Don't need to tell me twice. Let's go.
Do I have to redo this puzzle? Oh, Seek a Way Out! I'm redoing the puzzle! This is the very first puzzle. I wonder if it's going to be harder than the first time. Okay. We don't need to look over there. This is our past, remember? That means you're just repeating history. See what I'm getting at? Password to the safe should be one we got earlier. Exactly! Now hurry up. Oh, we can just open the safe! Because I have the safe password! Star, star, sun, sun, star. You need to remember the password for the safe. We figured it out last time. Yeah! I don't think there's any point in getting the gold file. At least I don't think so, because I've already got it. And there are no more secret files anyway. In fact... You know what? I don't want to, like, look at these after the game is over. I want to look at them now. So even if they're a little bit spoilerish, I know what the purpose of the AB game is at the very least. So let's go here. Okay. A can stand for after and before, but they can also stand for anima and body. Everything that happened in this facility was part of the AB game. And that picture behind us. C, Rhizome 9, Nevada test site. Oh, wow. Mystery of Phi. Let's see if this has anything interesting. So who was Phi? There are a couple of clues scattered throughout the story, but nothing conclusive. Perhaps the truth will be revealed at the Nevada test site. Yes, it is. I won't spoil it for you, but in Zero Time Dilemma, we do learn, like, exactly who Phi is. Because in this game, we get a lot of information about her, but we don't actually figure out who she is. So the next game actually does answer that. And of course, that will be our next amazing adventure. But for now, let's keep going. Let's go and save Akane. Good work. Hurry up and grab the cracker. Cracker? Damn, I meant key. How the hell? Just shut up and do it. Yes. Alright, let's put the key in right here. For God's sake, just do it! No need to yell. Jeez. Alright. Good. Looks like it worked. Ready, Fi? What do you think? I know. I don't need to ask every time, right? But why the hell are you asking? Hurry up and... Right. I'm going. 10, 9, 8... 1! Done! Fi! 1! Done! We're done! Hey! You pushed the button! Bite me, you were taking too long. We're on a schedule here. I found it! We're gonna beat the shit out of Assface now. Fi and I climbed up through the hatch and onto the top of the AB room. It took only a moment to spot them. Akane! Behind her was Dio. He was moving quickly and quietly, a knife glinting in his right hand. Shit! There was no time to yell to her. I scrambled down from the top of the AB room. Fi wasn't following me. When I looked back, she was still standing on the roof. Fi, what the hell are you doing? Get down from there and... Before I could finish, she moved. She ran across the roof and launched herself into the air. Yes! Yes! Nice job, Fi! Oh. Guess what? Fi just elevated herself to best girl status. Oh. Oh, Fi is now best girl. Fi is now best girl. Luna is still, like ultimate best girl, but Fi is now best girl, too.
He's fine. Just unconscious.
Damn it. I mean, that's wonderful. So happy about that. I bent down and held my fingers in front of his mouth. He was still breathing.
I don't think he saw me. He probably has no idea what happened to him.
Guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
He had it coming.
He did! Fuck that asshole. Fuck that guy hard. Not like that. Actually, maybe like that with a rusty spork up his ass. But I hate this guy. I hate Dio. Fuck Dio. I heard footsteps come to a stop right in front of us. I looked up. And there she is.
So you came.
I did! Hi! How you doing, Akane? You're super old now. Then again, it's been like, what, 50 years since the first game? So the second Nonary game, the first game, 999. So if she and I almost called him Jumpy out of, like, reflex. So if she and Junpei were, say, I think they were both 21 at the time? 71? Wow, holy crap.
I've been waiting for you.
I figured as much.
You're here to hear the rest, right?
Yes, we are. Wait. Just wait a minute. What the hell is your deal? How can you be so calm? If we hadn't shown up, you...
Have been stabbed in the heart by this young man and died. Yes. Although, that reminds me, I haven't thanked you yet.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I very much appreciate you saving me.
I know she says that, and I know that, like, more than likely she is being sincere. But it just kinda doesn't feel like it because we were manipulated into doing it. That? What?
Hold on. How do you know about being stabbed by Dio? Are you an Esper too?
Yes, indeed I am. I am able to jump through time, just like you.
Then what the hell were you thinking? If you knew he was going to stab you, why were you gonna let him do it? Why would you do that to poor Tenten? Junpei! You two were supposed to get married and have lots of happy babies! Why is that not a thing that happened?
Because I had to.
I want to slap you. I want to slap you so hard. You what?
Think back. Why are you here? If I hadn't been killed by Dio, no one else would have been murdered. Consequently, your own abilities would never have manifested. I did explain, didn't I?
A little bit.
The purpose of the AB project was to send the two of you to the past. Or your minds, at least. In order for that to happen, some death was necessary.
Some? There are timelines where quite literally everyone died except for Kay, because I don't know if Kay could kill himself inside the robot suit.
When a human brain is faced with danger, its processing speed increases. Information is processed more quickly, and time almost seems to slow. A few seconds can feel like an eternity. Unfortunately, that in itself isn't enough to send oneself through time. The amplitude of the consciousness is simply too small. In order to increase the amplitude, we need to slow down the brain before the increase happens.
We were infected with Radical 6 to make our brains slow down.
It's a little like a slingshot. You pull back on the rubber band and then let go. The potential energy you stored in the band is released and converted into kinetic energy. That's what fires the bullet out of the slingshot. Now, while a slingshot can only fire in one direction, your mind isn't similarly limited. When the bullet of your consciousness is fired from the slingshot of your brain, it travels past the three-dimensional world and into the four-dimensional one. From that perspective, time is no longer fixed. In other words, you can travel to the future, the past, whenever you like. Your consciousness has been released from the three-dimensional cage. In order for that to happen, I had to infect you with Radical 6.
Whoa, what?
We're infected with Radical 6?
Yes. Don't you remember, Sigma? Luna should have told you about it in another timeline.
Are you sure? Infecting all of these people with such a horrible disease?
Every single one of you has been infected. Well, apart from Luna, of course.
That makes sense.
Unfortunately, it was necessary. We needed to slow your minds in order to store up your potential energy. Then we provided a dire situation that would accelerate your processing speed. The result is what you are now experiencing.
The Nonary Game. That makes sense, because when your life is on the line, you start to think more rapidly, and you think about other possibilities that you wouldn't normally come to if your life wasn't in danger.
Your consciousness now occupies four-dimensional space-time. Even that, however, wasn't enough. You had the ability to travel, but your memories could easily be lost during the trip.
Yep.
If the project was to succeed, you had to be able to retain everything you learned in each reality. That was the reason you were forced to jump so many times.
So that we could learn to remember all of the different times. That was why they put up specific roadblocks in our way that we had to go to other timelines to learn and then jump back to the timeline where we needed that knowledge. That actually makes sense.
With each jump, your ability to remember improved. Eventually, you would be able to retain everything.
And that was the final timeline where we all survived at the end. Well, actually, I don't know what's going to happen in that final timeline because everything's starting over.
That is why we made you play the AB game. That was why you had to select different chromatic doors. By forcing specific choices, we could cause you to make more jumps.
I still don't know who Zero Senior is. I get it. I think I finally understand. Well, okay, there's a lot of things I don't understand, but all of what you've just told me makes sense. You did all of this so that Fi and I could jump through four-dimensional space with our memories intact.
Yes.
But why did you need us to do that? People have died for this. I mean, let's count how many different ways people died. Murder, antimatter explosions, suicide. I've died, so has Fi. So have you! So why would you do all this? What does it matter that Fi and I jumped through time?
Haven't I told you? Death was unavoidable. You are all destined to die. Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
Oh, yeah, thanks, because that makes me feel so much better about all the dead people. I already know all that. What I'm asking you is why? What is so goddamn important that it's worth all this?
Ah, I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
It's stopping Radical 6, it's gotta be. I mean, like, Zero Time Dilemma, like, you know, that wasn't, like, the primary goal of, like, them. Oh, here's the thing, it's like, I played Zero Time Dilemma over a year ago now, like, well over a year ago now, and I don't remember all the details about it, but the one thing is, I know that Phi and Sigma remember going back for their mission, but I'm not sure if they remembered exactly what they were supposed to do. I think that at least in one timeline they remembered they were there to stop Radical 6, but I'm not sure how.
What? Just when is eventually?
In a future not very far from now.
Bullshit. That's not good enough. Why can't you tell us now? Instead of answering, Akane knelt down next to Dio and picked up his knife off the floor.
I'm going to keep this with me.
Don't change the subject!
But it's almost time.
What are you talking about? We've got plenty of time.
No, in a few moments you'll return to the original timeline.
What?
This is the way it has to be. Don't fight it. Logomorph.
Yes.
Logomorph?
You call him Zero Jr. His official designation is Logomorph. Logomorph, this is an order. Unlock my bracelet.
Compliance.
Now, everything is in place.
Oh my god. That's why the timeline that we were in, we caused it to happen! Oh my god!
I have put the bracelet onto Dio. All we have to do is place his body in the 5th AB room, the second one from the right.
That's the one Pork is in, right?
Correct. I will move him. I will also put your bodies back into the 3rd AB room. Once that's done, I will reset its puzzle to an unsolved state.
Why do you need to do all that?
To recreate the history that you remember. Your consciousness is about to leave your body and return to the future. Your body will be emptied, and your other consciousness will jump back in. If your bodies aren't back in the 3rd AB room by then, it would be bad.
Oh no.
So you're saying some version of us is going to wake up in that room and repeat the same history again? Well, I guess this could actually be our 2nd or 3rd time.
Yeah.
You are exactly correct. Lastly, I'm going to leave this with you.
She paused and pulled something out of her pocket. It was a small key attached to a string.
I'll tie it onto your ankle so that you won't lose it. All right, Sigma?
What's it say on here?
Tu fui ego eris.
It's Latin. It means, what you are, I was.
That goddamn phrase. That goddamn phrase. I was, you are. I was, you will be me. God, I hate that phrase so much.
What I am, you will be.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with it?
It will help you meet someone who's very important.
What?
Go. Return to the future. You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you.
In this timeline, yes.
Now hurry.
Awesome. Wait, I still... Oh, this is jumping. Oh my god, this is part of the jump. New destination added to the flowchart. Let's keep going, guys. So yeah, this final video is gonna go, like, you know, over time and everything, but we've gotten this far. I don't feel like I can just, like, start a whole new episode now with, like, this last little bit here. So, yeah, let's finish this up. Round 3, Ally. Oh, I'm just gonna choose Ally, I guess. Okay, awesome.
Oh, looks like you're awake.
Oh, thank you. This is the infirmary?
Why are we here?
Do you know what happened at the AB gate?
Kay and I went back to the infirmary, but
We waited and waited, and the two of you never returned.
so we went to the warehouse to check on you.
We found you passed out in front of the AB rooms.
Kay and I hurried back here with you.
Oh, well, thank you. I looked over at Fi and met her eyes. Do you remember what happened just now?
You mean what happened a long time ago?
Yeah. You got him pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I remember all right.
Ha
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Quark! You're better! Hooray! You with your little crackhead hat. Oh, I missed you, buddy. We're gonna get you a root beer float. Swear to God, we're gonna get you a root beer float.
What am I?
Oh, whoopsie. Hi, Alice! Oh, all eyes, Alice. Good to have you back, Underboob.
Back among the conscious and not psychotic, huh? Yeah, thanks.
Grandpa told me what you did. Thanks for finding the medicine for us.
You're welcome. It was in the Q room. I fucking hate that room. Not as much as, like, the security office, but I did not like the Q room very much. No problem. All in a day's work for a badass like me. Although I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit action.
Really grabbing at straws here.
Hey, I wasn't talking to Quark. That was an offer for Alice.
Not really my point.
Oh, whatever. Forget about that. Now that you guys are awake, all we gotta do is open the number 9 door.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Look at your bracelet.
Oh, it says 10. I have 10 BP.
I've got 15 BP. That means I got 6 more points while I was out.
But how? Well, the votes kept defaulting to Ally, so...
You've been asleep for more than 2 hours. We've played the AB game 3 times.
3 times?
Yes, of course, the color and group assignments were shuffled around each time, but no matter who voted, everyone chose Alice.
Yay! And we got the best results ever. And Fi has the most. I'm somehow okay with that.
And now all of us have enough to leave.
I was stunned. How had everyone cooperated long enough to raise all of our BP past 9? Was it because Akane hadn't been killed? Without a death to start things off, maybe we'd been less suspicious of one another. Or could the bombs have had something to do with it? We'd all joined forces against Dio, and Fi and I had been able to disarm all of them. All of us had banded together against a common enemy and overcome a tremendous threat. Perhaps that had strengthened our bond. Which, I had to admit, would be somewhat ironic. After all, Dio had planted the bombs that forced us all to work together against it. It must have been what Akane was talking about.
Haven't I told you death was unavoidable? Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
Come on, let's go! Let's open the door and get out of here!
Are we gonna leave Dio? Just wanna make sure about this. We're not taking him with us, are we? I wanna leave Dio here. I want to leave Dio here. Wait. What about him? Yes! After some discussion, we decided to leave Dio behind. Ah ha ha! That's what you get, assface. That's what you get. Alice was the only holdout. She'd complained about wanting to take him back to her superiors, but after I mentioned they'd come back to investigate after we escaped and deal with Dio then, she reluctantly complied.
All right, let's get going.
Yay! Oh my god, we're really gonna do it! We're really all gonna get out, guys! We're gonna all make it! Hooray! Warehouse A. Everybody ready? I'm gonna open it.
Yes, just get on with it.
Everyone else swallowed and nodded. I grabbed the lever and pulled down.
The number 9 door has been opened.
I just want to point out that the voice of the announcer is also the voice of Akane. I just want to say that. It is more than likely still a robot, but it's using her voice, which is kinda brilliant, actually.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Alright, everybody, let's move! Wait, do we have Kay's key? Do we have the key for Robot Gandhi? I didn't need to tell them twice. The room inside was clearly a loading elevator. It looked sort of like a large plate on top of a huge pedestal. We ran to the center of the plate and turned around. The number 9 door stood wide open.
2, 1, 0. The
Number 9 door is closing. Bye-bye, ass-face. Enjoy your time in your wonderful underground prison, asshole!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary Game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
Only thing that would make this better is if Dio was like pounding on the door like, no! And I'd be like, yeah! Fuck you, ass face. to go into the decontamination room, I'm guessing. Either that or maybe we'll meet up with Akane in there, because more than likely Akane is, like, here with us. Like, outside.
Looks like we did it.
Yes, we should keep moving.
Oh. Beyond the door was a wide hallway that ended in a very solid wall. To the left we found a very familiar looking door. We pushed it open and went in. The pressure exchange chamber.
You know what this place is?
Yeah, sort of. This whole facility is pressurized, apparently. I think the idea is to keep the air outside and consequently the virus from getting inside. That means if we want to go out, we have to decompress so we match the outside air pressure. This room here is where you prepare to go into the actual pressure exchange room. See these suits along the wall? I figure we need to put these on and head toward the decompression room downstairs.
Whoa! Hold on a minute. You're saying the air outside is full of that horrible virus?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Of course, according to Akane, we were already infected with Radical 6, so the whole room seemed a little, pointless.
Why? How did all this happen?
Did they?
No, that's not possible.
We've come this far. We can't turn back now.
Yes! Let's listen to Robot Gandhi! We still haven't got the full mystery of why he looks like me yet!
Let's go outside.
Good plan!
There's no way to know what's really going on until we do.
Exactly.
All right.
No one else objected. We all donned the protective suits and headed toward the decompression room. I just imagine Robot Gandhi putting on the suit like, I have 2 suits on over my body. This is creepy. As soon as we were all inside, the process began. Through my helmet, I could hear the soft hiss of air being sucked out of the room. We stood there for several moments, waiting for the process to finish. At last it did, and we heard, sorry, I can't read right now. I'm so excited. I'm too like, oh my god, we did it, to be like, reading properly. At last, it did. And we heard the door begin to open. Beyond it was another decompression chamber. We repeated the process 2 more times before we finally reached the final door and opened it. The dead, bleak landscape wasn't a surprise for me. I'd seen it before, in another timeline. The others hadn't, however, and although I couldn't see their faces through the visors of their helmets, I heard more than a few gasps over the radio. For a few long moments we stood there, astonished.
Where the hell are we?
The desert, I guess?
I figured that out. I mean, which one?
I don't know. I think I know what day it is. Look at the moon. It's red, right? That means today's the total lunar eclipse.
So?
Remember the astronomy magazine in the lounge? Well, the next eclipse like this was gonna be on December 31st, 2028, so...
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you suggesting we were sleeping for a week after we were abducted?
No, we were actually sleeping for 50 years!
I think so.
Nope, it's been 50 years. Wherever we were must have been far away from any city. The air was clearer than I had ever seen it. And the stars. The sky was full of them, more stars than I'd ever seen in my life. I could even spot the hazy arm of the Milky Way. But the most striking feature was the moon. It was blood red and massive, much bigger in fact than I remembered it being. Then, as I watched, a black spot began to move across its surface. It was hard to see the details, but it looked circular. The spot continued to move across the moon, heading for the right edge. What's that?
The moon. Well, the moon's shadow, actually.
Wait, what? Oh my god, that's not the moon. Oh my god, that's not the moon. Oh my god, the red sphere is the sun! Oh crap, we burned out the sun! Oh my god! The moon's shadow? I frowned. That didn't make any sense.
Zero told me to stay quiet. I think he was worried I'd spill the beans on his operation. He said if I didn't toe the line, he wouldn't just kill me. He'd kill Quark, too. And I agreed, like an idiot. And brought Quark with me, just so I could see her. Such an idiot. So, that being the case, might as well start with this. I meant what I said before. That up there is the moon's shadow.
What the hell are you saying?
Think about it. If that's the moon's shadow, then what's it falling on?
That's Earth?
No! Oh my god! I'm not on Earth! Oh my god, I was right! Oh my god, I was right! Holy crap!
Yeah. It's not the red moon you get from a lunar eclipse. And again, this isn't a lunar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. Anybody in the black spot down there is looking up at the moon, covering the sun.
What? No. No way. If that's Earth, then where the hell are we?
The moon, of course.
We're on the moon?
This is the lunar surface.
What? What? Oh my god! We're on the moon? How? When? Where? Why? Explain, game! Explain!